Good morning, 9th class students. We are discussing lesson number 3, that is laws of motion. In second chapter, we have learned about the motion. Motion is nothing but it is a movement of a body. The position is continuously changing with relative to an observer according to the time interval. That is said to be a body is in motion. So this is we have learned in second lesson. If continuously the position of a body is changing with relative to observer, then it is called as motion. There are so many scientists have conducted lot of experiments to know the position or to know the nature of the motion of a body. In that Aristotle is the first person. His name is Aristotle. So according to Aristotle, when any body which is at rest position, so he said that when any body is at rest position, it is not moving, then no explanation is needed for that. So according to Aristotle, no explanation is needed. For the body at rest. Now, after this, the scientist Galileo came. We know Galileo who invented telescope. So, according to Galileo, see, this is a inclined position. When any body is falling down, then its speed gradually increases. Now, any body is climbing up. When it is going upwards, then its speed continuously decreases. Right or not? Here, when you see this cat, when I am leaving this, when it is coming down, its speed continuously increases. And if it is going upward, continuously decreases. And according to Galileo, when any object which is going along a straight line, it will go like that only when it is not compelled by any external force. It means that actually Galileo imagined a wonderful world where there is no friction, where there is no gravitation and all. Why the moving body will come to rest position? Because of friction. Because friction will give the resistance to the movement of a body, and even gravitational force also will act on a body to come down. It pulls the objects towards its center. Right? So he imagined a world without friction, without gravitation. Then obviously the body will keep on moving. Right? Now, when you are leaving an object like this, how much force you are applying here, with that force only it will reach to this height. But when any body is going along a straight line path, it will keep on continuously, it will move only. This is according to Galileo. According to Aristotle, there is no explanation needed for the body which is at rest position. According to Galileo, when any body is coming down, then its speed increases. When it is going up, its speed decreases. When a body is going along a straight line path, then it will keep on going unless and until it is compelled by an external force. This is Aristotle's explanation. This is Galileo's explanation. After this, Sir Isaac Newton. Who is he? Sir Isaac Newton. He gave 3 laws of motion, which are very, very important, which are valid also. They are called as Newton laws of motion. What are these? Newton laws of motion. First law. Now, here this body is at rest position. Okay, is it moving now? No, it is not moving, it is at rest position. After 1 minute, after 2 minutes, after 3 minutes, it will be like this only. It will come to rest position. Now, maybe because of the air, it will move like this. Or otherwise, I am shaking my hand so that it is moving. Otherwise, if no air is there, my body is not shaking, then the body will be at rest position only. Now, so here, when any body is at rest position, it will be in rest unless and until it is compelled by an external force. Compelled means we are providing some external force, extra force we are providing. If we are not providing, the body will be at rest position. Now, I am going by a car. If I am not applying brakes, it will come to rest position? No. It will keep on moving only. If I am applying brakes, it means I am using some external force, then it will come to rest position. Otherwise, it will be in motion only. So, according to Newton's first law of motion, every object will try to be in the same state of motion. It means if any object which is at rest position, it will be in rest unless and until it is compelled by an external force. If any object which is in motion, it will be in motion unless and until it is compelled by an external force. So every object will try to be in the same state of position unless and until it is compelled by an external force. Every object will try to be in same state of position so if it is a rest position, it will be in rest. If it is in motion, it will be in motion. That is, it won't change its state of position unless and until it is compelled by an external force. Unless and until it is compelled by an external force. Okay. Here one small activity also, which is very, very easy and very important also. This is one glass tumbler, empty glass tumbler. Now a thick paper was placed on the glass paper. This is a thick glass paper. Now on this thick paper, we have to keep one coin. Let it be a 5 rupee coin. Okay. Above the glass tumbler, we should keep one thick paper. On that, we have to keep one coin. Now, I am just observing the coin only. It will be at rest position, right? Now, after 1 minute, after 2 minutes, after 3 minutes, it will be in rest position. It is not changing its position. Now, I am just giving a push to this. So, I am taking this paper away like this. I am dragging like this. Then what will happen? This coin will fall down. Okay, it means when I am applying some force, the position has changed. The coin's position has changed. That is what? Newton's first law of motion. When we are keeping a coin on the thick which is placed on above the glass tumbler, it will be at rest position only. If you are just pulling it back, pulling the paper back, then what will happen? The coin will fall down. It means it came to motion? Yes. So every object will try to be in rest position only unless and until it is compelled by an external force. Similarly, every object will be try to be in motion unless and until it is compelled by an external force. And even when you consider a carom board, we have a stack of coins arranged properly, white, black and everything. Now I am hitting with a striker to the last bottom one. Then what will happen? All coins will fall down, right or not? If I am not hitting, then the coins will be like that only in rest position. If I am hitting the bottom coin with external force, then all the coins will fall down. Here, when I am not applying some external force, all the coins will be in rest position. But whenever I applied some external force, it came to motion. So it has changed its state of position. So this object will try to be in the same position unless and until it is compelled by an external force. These are very important for the definition. Unless and until it is compelled by an external force. Okay. So what is Newton's first law of motion? Every object will try to be in same state of position unless and until it is compelled by an external force. Simply, when any object at rest position, what happens? It means net force is equal to 0. So usually net force equal to 0. Then what will happen? Here this is an important question. Net force is equal to 0. It means that usually the people will think that net force is 0. It means the body will be in rest position. No, it is correct only. But when any body is moving, at that time also, if velocity is constant, then at that time also net force will be 0. So, when will be the net force is equal to 0? Either the body will be in rest position or it is in uniform motion. It is a uniform motion. In these two cases only net force will be 0. Usually, when anyone will ask, net force acting on a body is 0, then what will happen? So, the physics students has to say like this. When net force is equal to 0, it means that the body should be in rest position or it should be in uniform motion. If a body is continuously moving with same equal velocity, then applied force and frictional force both are opposite, but they are equal also. So at this case, the body's net force will be 0. Clear? So when net force is equal to 0, that is also described by Newton's first law.